Hello everybody, this is Jason, aka Rumblefish, back for part 5 in my playthrough of Satellite Rain. When I left off in part 4, I had been cursed by the game save bug, and it looked like I was going to have to roll back every mission I played from that point on to early versions of the characters that did not have many skill points or hardly any gear. After I got done with that episode, I decided, I'm not really satisfied with that. I want my guys to progress and have some cooler stuff to play around with in the future missions. So, over the last day and a half, I went back through and redid all the missions that I had completed up through part 4, and I did that 3 times. The first 2 times resulted in crashes, and the third time's the charm, and that's where we are right now. I've managed to acquire some pretty good gear. Looking at the guys here, you'll see they now have a gray box across the top of their health bar. That is because at the end of one of my missions I picked up some body armor, light body armor, and went ahead and researched that and have equipped it on all the guys. They are now also armed with submachine guns. What else did we get? Let's look real quick. We got light shielding and cybernetic arms, which increase health by 10 and armor by 20. So some actually some pretty good stuff. I do not believe that I have anybody outfitted with the arms, so I'm gonna probably want to go ahead and do that here in a minute and give them a little more health and armor. Before I do though, a couple things that I wanted to do is the first is to talk about something I discovered during my first repeat of all those missions. I died and it respawned me in an area. Let me go to the map real quick here. So I died up here doing this mission, which was the Wyvern Incorporated Hotel, and my soldier died and respawned at the far southern end of the map down here. And what I discovered is that this area is basically, you can see by all these buildings here, these structures basically block entrance to this area. But when my soldier respawned here, he instantly began a tutorial. So what it looks like the developers are either planning or had planned for this demo was to start a tutorial down in here, run through to teach you all about the game, and then you leave this area and you go into the larger city. But either they didn't have time to finish it or it wasn't working out for whatever reason. This is not intended to be implemented as part of the pre-alpha demo. At least that's the way it seems right now. But because I got to run through like the very first part of that tutorial up until I hit another bug right about here and couldn't progress to get the guy out of there, I learned that you can click on this triangle right here to the right of each portrait to put your guys in weapon mode, pull out their weapons, or click it again to make them go incognito. Now that in itself is not something that I would use because it's much easier to just hit the space bar and make that happen. However, I was complaining earlier about you really needed a hotkey to switch between rifle and pistol, because just double clicking on somebody to attack was the only way that I knew to make a character draw a pistol. And then once they had the pistol, I couldn't find a way to make them switch back to rifle. Well, that's what you can do right here. If you left click on that triangle, it will show you the weapon choices for your guy, and you can choose what he draws. So you can go in right here and see my soldiers pulled out his pistol, and I'll switch him back to rifle and put him in incognito mode. Another thing I had said earlier, that I was talking about ammunition, how rifle ammunition is limited but pistol ammunition is unlimited. Well, you can see that right here. Once you arm the pistol, it has that little infinity sign beneath it to tell you that pistol ammunition is unlimited and the rifle ammunition is counted. So that was a neat little discovery, because I never would have thought to just click and hold over any of these little things to see what happened. It's not very intuitive. Um, while we're zoomed in here, let you just get a look at the detail on the characters. You can see the soldier here. He's kind of wearing some body armor. I think that he was wearing that even before I equipped him with body armor. I think that's just the graphic, but he looks kind of cool. Our support guy looks pretty cool as well. Infiltrator, he's got the whole hoodie thing going on. And our hacker looks like he actually resembles his portrait. I was reading on the forums where somebody had asked would we be able in the final version to customize the appearance of our characters, to which the developers said that they were not creating these necessarily as characters where you can go in and choose their face and hair and all that kind of stuff individually, but they are going to be implementing a cloning feature in the final version where, like, if I like how this guy looks, I could somehow select him, and maybe that's what, where is it right here. Maybe that's what this clone feature is going to be. So I could copy that guy and turn him into, the visual appearance of one of my characters. So if you, for whatever reason, you desired to have an all-female team or something like that, you could, select a female character, clone her, and then, make that member of your team look that way. So purely cosmetic, but it's nice to be able to do little customizations like that. Let's see. Well, I think when I left off in part 4, I said our next mission was going to be the Civil Surveillance Authority. I have already pre-positioned my guys here beside the facility, so we don't gotta spend a lot of time running around. Also, since the last episode, I went around and hit all the ATMs that I could find, so I've got a pretty high ATM income, I guess you'd call it. ATM siphon, so it's generating me money so that I can continue to perform research and buy equipment upgrades and resurrect my guys when they die. Hopefully we won't be doing too much of that, but let's see. So, the Civil Surveillance Authority. This is it right here. Basically, we have to get into this vault. It says if we have a decent hacker, he'll be able to find some hot toys here, but our support agent will be able to scour the facility for useful contacts. So, we want to send our hacker or support guy in there. There looks to be... I'm only spotting... Okay, it looks like there might be 2 ways, I guess maybe even 3 ways into the facility. No, that one doesn't look like it connects. So 2 ways into the facility. Coming in from the north up here, you've got a long way to go to weave your way down through here to get there. The shortest way is up here by where we are, just to go through this parking lot and sneak down and come around here. So that's what we'll do. Bring our guys over here. Another thing I noticed last time, or not last time, when I was doing all those mission playthroughs, is I paid more attention to the experience bar for the guys as they were doing non-combat things and combat things. And it does not appear like, we'll use the hacker for instance, because he is somebody who actually has a lot of things that he can do while running around in the open world. Lots of things to hack. After hacking all those ATMs and opening doors and everything, I finally was able to tell that his hacking bar, or not his hacking bar, his experience bar was not increasing from doing those things. Which means, as far as I can tell, there are only 2 ways to gain skill points, or rather gain experience towards skill points, and that is combat and mission completion. I would like to see something implemented where sneaking through missions without ever having to get into any combat rewards a similar amount of experience as actually going in loud and getting in fights, just to encourage people to try to do that, because if going in and fighting is how you're going to gain your experience, then people are just constantly going to choose to go in and shoot stuff up. Since the developers seem to be trying to make this, as realistic as possible, it would be consistent to reward more for missions that are completed. Well, let me say, not more. To perhaps have a multiplier applied to mission rewards if you complete them without going loud, to compensate for the amount of experience you would have accumulated going in and shooting stuff up. So, in other words, try to balance those out to where you get about the same experience, whether you go and shoot stuff up or go in and sneak around. Go in stealth mode, I should say. That seems to me like it would make sense. And that's really a common thing you hear in a lot of games. That people say the easiest way to level up and things like that is to fight. And I've seen and heard of games that have come out and said, no, we're going to change that where you can actually level up without fighting and do skill things and gain experience that way. But I've never, if that has been implemented successfully in a game, I have not heard of it. I've never played a game where I've seen that. Honestly, since I could use my support guy here and go through a bunch of rigmarole to try to hack this stuff down, but I know I said in an earlier episode I was going to try to be a better cyberpunk, but it is just too convenient just to have my infiltrator take out these cameras from far away. I don't know why he's dancing around and not shooting here. How about we just shoot that camera, dude? It's in the open. There is no reason you should be running around. Alright, I don't know what he's doing. Shoot the camera. For crying out loud. You can run over here and be seen. Further away, maybe? I don't know. Finally, there. Alright. He shot it, people heard him, they freaked out, they ran away. But now the camera is down, so when we decide to go into this facility, we will not have to deal with a camera alarm. Shot it out. It does not look like any security took a notice or interest. This guy over here did, but he's in a different facility completely, so not really worried about how he responds. So let's just go ahead and move out. This might be a really short mission because I don't see that much resistance here. Don't want to take him down the steps because that camera may see. Could just as easily shoot that camera out. But we'll try. We'll try going stealthy since I've been able to save the game. And we have some pretty good gear. I don't really feel the need to go in and kill all these guys just to get experience. So let's see. Oh great, that guy's seen us. Run. Alright, I guess we're going loud. We've been seen, guys. Take him down. See his body armor going down as he was being shot. My hacker was taking all the fire from that guy. Also been picking up all the weapons and things like that from all the guys that I've killed, but I haven't been able to tell that it makes any difference. I haven't seen any new items show up in my inventory anywhere. And I'm pretty sure everything that's shown up for researching has been a mission reward, so maybe that's just something that hasn't been fully implemented into the game yet. Alright, well, again, for the fun of it, we'll try to sneak in right here. Just because it's fun to try to dodge these cameras. Well, that's going to be a problem with this guy right here. He looks like he's not going anywhere. Let's go back over here. Alright, great. The camera spotted us, so here I was thinking I would try to go stealthily through here, and I'm botching this up already. But that's alright, I guess it makes for a more interesting video to watch me screw up than to have things go flawlessly. Alright, so that guy went up top, so so we're gonna have to take this guy out. Just no other way around it. Come on, guys. There's two of you. Take him out. There we go. He's out. All right. Let's get them into cover here. Is he coming down here? He is. So, who do we want to send in? What did it say? Our hacker could find some hot toys, but the support agent could get us contacts. You know, I haven't found any advantage to trying to create contacts yet. So I think I'm going to send the hacker in and hope that he comes out with some... Oh, shoot. Alright. So I just realized the flaw in my thinking here. I have done this mission before, and both of these terminals have to be hacked to open this door. I just realized that getting down here. So what that means is... Actually, I didn't time that right. You guys stay up there. I need really a third guy to go in there while... Why did my... That sounded like he was shooting his pistol, but it says he's got his armed with his rifle. Alright. Alright, well this is very close to going south on us. I didn't pre-position anybody because I really didn't think that it would be a problem. I thought this mission would be easy and over quickly. But so much for stealthy completion. Alright. Let's just get the band back together over here in the objective area. So since we have not done especially well at being stealthy here, there's really no reason to be stealthy going out. May as well just blow the camera away and run out of here. We've already got threat on all our guys. Need to just get out of here and just go hide in an alley for a bit until that threat wears off. Station infiltrated. Seriously, I sent my hacker in there. He said he'd get some toys. He got nothing. Oh well. Alright, well let's do this. Let's everybody come over here. Let's go ahead and shoot this camera. Get the heck out of here. Put our weapons away. And our threat's already worn off. Look at that. No need to even hide. Alright, so we successfully raided the Civil Search Authority and completed that mission. Next time, we'll go down the line. Next time, we'll hit the bank. That is where we'll be heading in our next episode. Hope you enjoyed it. See you in part 6.